think a guy should spend on an engagement ring?
I'd say at least like $100K.
Yeah.
Or you could build an elite rogue home gym setup, run a complete Olympia bodybuilder cycle, and eat as much food as a strongman for an entire year.
These people are chronically online if they believe that's how much he should spend. These women will be so disappointed when they mature.
Question.
All right, what's your question, Pootie?
How you spell your name, Queen?
Reilly.
Say it again.
Do you think that schools should be teaching gender ideology to students?
Hell no, they should keep it how it was back in the day.
But would you support kids transitioning?
Yeah, especially because most puberty blockers are reversible. So if they do change their mind, there's no actual harm to the person's body.
Are you sure about that?
Obviously, I think surgery-wise, that should be something discussed at a later age. But transitioning socially, there's no issue with that.
Won't allow them to get a tattoo, drink, smoke, go to the military, but switch your gender while you're in your superhero and Santa is real phase is perfectly acceptable.
Biological men going into female prisons.
But they're no longer biological men.
They're no longer biological men. Okay,
they're
fine.
Women.
They're women.
Even if they haven't transitioned, they're still women.
They're still women.
Like,
yeah.
if they're transgender and they haven't transitioned medically,
Yeah.
they're still women.
These kind of people just hate women if they want men in women's prisons because in the man's mind, he's a woman. So send a mentally ill dude to an all-women's prison. Yeah, that'll end well.
So would you have said in this instance, feelings trump facts? Would you have, if someone was to say to you, what about biology, and they play that card, would you have said, no, what matters is what someone's feeling rather than actual fact, like biological science?
Yeah, I think to some degree, because human emotions are incredibly complex and the idea of identity is incredibly complex.
Yeah.
And I think takes precedent over just facts on a paper, I think. And,
Sure.
You know, debating scientific facts.
Privileged kids' problems. Only they have enough time and stress left over to care about these things. Instead of being grateful for the lack of problems because they're privileged, they go and create their own issues.
Does this photo offend you?
Why would it?
Some people have been getting offended, so I just wanted to know if you were.
Oh, it's not aimed at me, is it?
Well, he's supporting Trump, so like, are you offended that he would support Trump?
Why would somebody be offended about somebody else's beliefs?
Some lady said that he looks like a white supremacist with the shirt.
I would rank you as a 6, not meaning that you're not intelligent. I also think that I don't place a lot of value on the military.
Period.
1, immigrant parents, first generation, going to college, humble, modest. 2, me, I don't know, PhD, cancer biology scientist, I work in a biotech company, stuff like that.
I think it makes sense that I'm down here. Like the guy who graduated from high school and then joined the military, he probably wouldn't be like high up on there. If I was in their shoes, I definitely would have also ranked myself among the lowest.
I literally thought when you said to open the computer, we're gonna look at social media, that I didn't think an IQ test would be part of it.
So number 1 is Raymond, number 2 would be Kaylee, number 3 will be Tyler, and number 4 would be Shada, number 5 is Sean, and number 6 is Maria.
I think an IQ test tests something. I don't think it's intelligence. It's definitely testing something. IQ tests are now known to be flawed and like based on incorrect sample sizes. I have really severe dyslexia. There's 2 questions on that test that I automatically basically can't answer.
As you can see, being mentally challenged does equal low IQ. So clearly the test is accurate, and that is proven by the last 3 people. One is dressed in unicorns and long pink hair as a dude. One is insecure about her score, so defends herself with more idiocy, and the other clearly got lucky passing that school and getting the job.
Hey y'all, so today I'm basically out of practice for this boy that we got first period together, whatever, and he doesn't know I like him, so I showed up at his practice because I wrote a letter and unfortunately I ripped it. So what I'm about to do is try to walk into him after the practice is over. It's about to be, well, it's 5 o'clock now. Basically, they about to get out of practice or whatever. It's 5 o'clock. And so when he come, I'm basically just going to be like, yeah, like, you know, support your best friend. No, but anyways, y'all, yeah. So we're almost done. They almost done running. They run down the line or whatever, that's where we're going to hand that before they hit the middle school. I mean, the high school. And then we're going to go and basically catch them. Okay, y'all, we walking by the exit where they first came in at. Almost there. Y'all, they huddling, so, yep. If he reject me, what you gonna do? Hi, y'all. What you gonna do?
Laugh.
Y'all, here they come. I'm so scared. Come on.
A few moments later.
Crying. What you say? And you cried. Oh, I'm talking to somebody. Y'all, she crying. Because he talking to somebody. But it's okay. Tayana, bro. He's talking to somebody. It's not funny because now I feel stupid.
Awful friend. Instead of supporting her and trying to cheer her up, she is recording and laughing. Be careful who you call friends, as signs like these show what is to come in the future.
Internet is having an absolute meltdown after a revised California bill would charge any parent who doesn't affirm their child as being transgender with child abuse. In other words, if your son identifies as a girl and you don't go along with it, the state will now step in and remove the child from the home and limit visitations.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
As for what gender affirmation actually means in the law, it remains pretty vague and probably by design. What do you think?
Disgusting!
Would you recommend all women have a whole piece?
Yes.
She belongs to the streets. You think it's essential?
Yes.
Okay.
You got married young. I was looking at you like, ma'am, that's why you not married now, because you got married young. So now you having fun. You see what the okay. She know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
She know what I'm talking about. I had a best friend, just my ex-best friend, got married young. Them motherfuckers is not happy. They're just keeping it happy because of what you said, social media.
Yeah.
Trying to make it look good on social media. Them motherfuckers ain't happy at all.
Mm-mm.
We're lady barbers. Of course your husband pays to spend time with us. Duh.
We're lady barbers. Of course we need a barista to cut your hair.
We're lady barbers. Of course we get more tips than the guys.
We're lady barbers. Of course your boyfriend knows our style order.
We're lady barbers. Of course your girlfriend doesn't like us.
Let's look at some of the comments.
If you look at this, guys, not only does he have to pay her $200,000 a year, but if he makes more than $2 million a year, he has to pay her an extra 20% on top of that.
It's an evil world we live in.
Why? If he makes more, he has to, not only does he have to pay her $200,000 a year tax-free, but if he makes more than $2 million, he has to pay her 20% of that indefinitely. Why? She's already getting what, 4 or 5 times the national average of what people make when they actually do go to work. She doesn't have to work one day in her life. Men in this nation are being tricked. There is a fake contract and there is a real contract. Men are signing the fake contract. The verbal agreement that y'all are doing in front of that pastor, it's not going to hold up in court. It's not going to hold up in court. That is the fake contract. The real contract, for example, gives the wife $200,000 a year indefinitely.